Hello everyone, how are you today? Are you ready to study? So, today we're going to learn about pronouns. Pronouns have different forms for the different ways we use them. We will learn the definition of pronouns, the purpose, types of pronouns, and the examples. So, let's get started. What is pronoun? Pronouns are words that take the place of nouns. Pronouns can do all of the things that nouns can do. They can be subjects, direct objects, indirect objects, object of the preposition, and more. Next is purpose. The purpose of pronouns is to avoid the repetition and make sentences easier to understand. Some of the most common pronouns to remember when learning English as a second language are he, she, it, and this. Here is the example. Nina is a doctor. She works in a hospital. Nina as a noun. She as a pronoun. As we can see in here, she takes the place of Nina and she does the action, so we don't have to repeat the name of Nina in a sentence. Next is types of pronouns. Today, we're going to learn about subject pronouns and object pronoun. What are they? What is subject pronouns? Well, subject pronouns are personal pronouns that act as the subject of a sentence. If you can find the subject of a sentence, then you can find a subject pronoun just as easily. Here is the example. She works in a hospital. She as subject pronoun and the word works as the action or a verb. The subject or subject pronoun is always a person, thing, place, or idea, or the plural of one of those. The object or object pronoun is always on the receiving end of the action. Subject pronoun can be singular or plural. For the first person singular, we use I. For example, I go to Jakarta. In this sentence, I is a subject pronoun. Look at the next example. First person plural is we. Examples: we have a nice house. Now, for the second person singular is you. For example, You are studying English. You is also subject pronoun for second person plural. For example, you are all studying English. Now, for the third person singular, the subject pronouns are he, it, she. We use he for male, she for female, it for non-humans or animals. For examples, he is a scientist. Next, she has 2 children. Bali is in Indonesia. It's a nice place to visit. For the third person plural, we use they. For example, the boys are outside. They are playing football. The subject pronoun they is used to take the place of the boys because boys is plural. Right, now you have found out what the subject pronoun is. Let's have a look on what object pronoun is. Object pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence and act as the object of sentence. An object pronoun receives the actions instead of doing the actions itself. Objective pronouns. The 7 basic pronouns take on different forms when used as object pronouns rather than as subject pronouns. I becomes me, you becomes you. This rule applies for singular and plural use. He becomes him, she becomes her, it becomes it, we becomes us, they becomes them. For example, Mrs. Nora is my biology teacher. I saw her yesterday. Her is object pronoun. As we learned before, object pronouns receive the action of verb. So, the actual verb is saw. The subject pronoun or the doer of the action is I. And of course, her is the object pronoun that receives the action. So let's take a look at it now. First person singular of object pronoun is me. For example, Mrs. Nora saw me today. Next, for the first person plural of object pronouns is us. For example, Peter and I live in the same street. You can find us at Mango Street. Now, for the second person singular and plural of object pronoun are you, just like subject pronoun. For example, Nina bought you a new bag yesterday, singular. Mrs. Nora will help you all learn English, plural. So, we can see the difference. This is singular and this is for plural. For the third person singular, the object pronoun are him, it, she. For example, Peter is my table mate. I met him 2 days ago. Laura saw her new cat. I have an old shoes. I bought it with my mother. Next, and for the third person plural, we use them. The girls are happy today. Their father took them to the mall. So, what we need to remember of this lesson is that subject pronoun is a pronoun that do the action in the sentence. Subject pronouns are I, you, singular, you plural, we, they, he, she, it. And for object pronoun is a pronoun that receives an action in a sentence. Object pronouns are me, you singular, you plural, us, them, him, her, it. Alright, so I guess that's all you need to know for today. See you then. Thank you.